One candidate not at last night's Democratic debate made a stop in the Quad Cities. What questions Tom Steyer answered as he continues his bid for the White House.
Plus, changes coming to the YMCA in Davenport. What upgrades you can expect to see there.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody, on this Friday morning. I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikomoni. Thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. Let's get started with your local news, beginning with our election headquarters. Presidential Democratic candidate Tom Steyer stops in Davenport. Steyer was not one of the 10 candidates who faced off in last night's debate in Houston. Instead, the former businessman brought his campaign here.
Dozens of people packed a room at the River Center for a town hall focused on labor issues. Steyer took questions from the crowd about the United States trade war with China. Other questions addressed immigration and student debt. Local 4's Tahir Rahman has more now on the response he got.
Presidential candidate Tom Steyer spent debate night in Davenport, holding a town hall on labor issues.
To re-empower working people so that people can get a fair share.
The billionaire says unions have been the arms and legs of the Democratic Party, and Republicans know that.
If they can break the union movement, they take away the ability of workers to negotiate for themselves, and they also break down the Democratic Party. So it's a twofer.
Carrie Keel is a kindergarten teacher from DeWitt.
My first thought always goes to my little people. What's the world going to look like in 20 years for them?
She came to ask about climate change.
My own children say to me, if we don't get on top of the issue of the environment, none of the rest matters. None of those other issues are going to matter.
Let me start with this. I would declare a state of emergency on climate on the first day of my presidency.
Rick McElderry says his biggest concern is what candidates would do as commanders-in-chief. It's why he supports Hawaiian Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard and South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
Getting out of these foreign wars, and so that's why Tulsi Gabbard's my number one. Pete's my number two. They're both veterans of foreign wars.
But McElderry says Steyer's staunch opposition to big money puts the candidate in his top 3.
For the poor guy, I think, not a corporate guy.
That's exactly why Keel says Steyer has made her list, too.
Tom's right in there, definitely, now that I've listened to him. He seems very down to earth. I know that he doesn't want his pockets lined or doesn't need them lined, and I think he's in it for the right reasons.
Tahir Rahman reporting. Now, although Steyer didn't make the deadline for any of the 3 Democratic debates so far, he did recently make the cutoff for the next round in October.
And hundreds showed up to Modern Woodman Park, but not for baseball. Curious voters heard the candidates talk about pressing topics at debate night at the Diamond. We'll have more on what was said during the debate coming up in about 30 minutes.
Just turned 6:05 on this Friday. 2 teenagers now face charges after a 14-year-old boy was mugged in Davenport. Police say they stole a car on Spring Street yesterday and drove it to 12th Street, where they took the boy's backpack. Anthony Duran says the teen stole his backpack while he was walking to school. He says he ran down the street and was able to call police. Officers grabbed the pair after a short chase. Now that they're caught, Anthony says he just wants his belongings back.
I just trying to get my stuff back, to be honest, yeah.
What all things did they take from you?
I had my basketball bag, my shoes in there, and all my school supplies and my Chromebook.
When they robbed you, did they have any weapons or did they try to jump you? What was
they was balling their fist up, acting like they was about to jump me.
Anthony wasn't hurt in the scuffle. When asked if he felt safe moving forward, he said, quote, "I'm chilling."
We now know the name of the man killed in the officer-involved shooting in Burlington. He's 20-year-old Caleb Peterson. Police initially responded to a report of gunshots. Witnesses pointed them to a pickup truck. Officers say Peterson ran from the truck with a gun when they tried to stop it. Then they shot back and forth. We still don't know the names of the officers involved.
Parents in Maquoketa got a concerning letter from the school district warning about mumps. The letter from the superintendent confirms one of the cases of mumps in the Maquoketa school district. They came at Cardinal Elementary School. Kids in pre-K through 2nd grade go there. The school calls for anyone with symptoms to stay home and see the doctor. There is a heightened concern for kids who have not been vaccinated who have compromised immune systems.
A Fulton County family is now getting a big gift after a devastating loss. It comes after Deputy Troy Chisholm was shot and killed on the job in June. He left a wife and kids behind. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise to pay off the family's mortgage. Members of the nonprofit are coming to the Midwest Barbecue for the Brave in Frankfort, Illinois, and that's later today to give an update.
Now 6:07. The downtown Davenport YMCA is getting a new look and a new location. Leaders and volunteers from the Scott County Y were part of a groundbreaking ceremony yesterday. A $22 million building will be on East 4th Street next to the Early Learning Center. It'll replace the location on West 2nd Street. It'll include 2 swimming pools, an indoor track, and an outdoor river deck. Members say it's going to make a big difference for generations to come.
A great need is going to be filled. The current facility is 60 years old. It's tired and it needs a lot of work. And it seems like every time we've had a change in terms of building another Y, it's been about a 60-year plan.
The new downtown Davenport Y is expected to open in December of 2020. And no doubt about it, it's going to be a pretty nice building. It's going to be really interesting to see, the original YMCA that's over there on 2nd Street. I didn't realize 60 years old. How about that?
60 years old.
And tired.
I love that term for it.
It's
just
a nice way to put it. It's
yeah,
tired.
it's tired.
It's
we
been
need
through quite a
something.
bit.
Yes. We can't say, Ash, that we've been tired of this heat that we've been getting. And thankfully, today's going to be a nice day for us.
Thanks, Alexandria. Love you too. No, things today will be much better.
We're tired.
Back down to the mid-70s. Well, wake up. We got some more sunshine on the way outside. You see the clouds are clearing out. Temperatures will climb only to the mid-70s. That is very close to at least 20 degrees less than yesterday. Plus, we're also looking at temperatures being low and the air drying out. So dew points are back down in the mid-60s right now. Winds are still coming up out of the southwest, but mostly going to be coming out of the west here, all originating from cooler, drier places off to the north. So already starting off pretty comfy this morning, still a little on the warm side, but there go the clouds and really in for it today. Should be a very great day for us. Hour-by-hour forecast puts us into the mid-70s there this afternoon, just right around 71 at lunchtime. That feeling drier at that point. 74 the high, gusts upwards of 25 miles per hour, so a little windy out there, but feeling nice and fall-like here as temperatures fall back down to the mid-50s. Right here, feeling like fall on this Friday the 13th / full moon, harvest moon, all that.
Too much going on.
It's a lot happening, yeah.
Got Moline homecoming tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
Friday night football back in full force.
Wow.
It's good timing.
Moline and Rock Island playing too. The state's oldest rivalry.
It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, wait for
It's
that.
a good one.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Then get in the house because that full moon.
Watch out.
I'll be home right after work.
People be crazy.
Yep.
Lock.
Coming up, New Movie Friday is here.
Well, which ones you need to know about that are hitting theaters today? We'll talk about it next with Movie Mike.
Time now 6:09. You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.